Let us see how we can handle missing data by using pandas. Let us import our libraries. Now here I would like to take the series. Yes, series, yes. Okay. Now when I execute, I have a series like this. Suppose if I would like to find out the Boolean way, I can just use the method called just shift tab or is. We have a method called is null. So now we have got here false, true, false, false, because we have a name in 0 index, but we don't have anything in the index 1. That is why it is coming as true. Similarly, we can use other method in opposite way, that is called not null. Here it will show the true where they have names, and it will show false where there is a name. So it's quite opposite to is null. Suppose if I would like to replace the index 3, that means suppose here index 3 is this true. Let's see what I will get here. Suppose I have done s of index 3, which is true, is equal to none. That means now it should get false. Let's see what we will get if we execute is null, or simply, yeah, simply you can just put yes here. So here we have none. So now we use a method called is null. Okay, is null. So we have got false here because in the index 3 we have assigned none. So this is about none and is null and not null. Now let's go further. Let us use a drop method. Okay, whatever that is having na not applicable, that will go from our series. Let's see how we can do it. We have drop na. So the series which is having na were deleted from this series. So this is about drop na. Let's go further and explore some more things. Now I would like to use the numpy library, numpy. Now I will import nan as na so that I can use a data frame here with na. So wherever we have written, that will become, wherever we have written na here, that will become nan in our data frame. So let us execute df. So we have got nan in our data frame because we have assigned alias name of nan as na. Okay. Now for this data frame we'll use drop na method, similarly like we have used for series. Okay, df dot drop na. So we're going to drop all the rows which is having nan. Now we could able to drop all nan. Now we have another parameter in drop na. So we would like to drop only those nans which are having complete nans in the row. For that I'll use how parameter and all. So now we could able to see that where we have all NaNs in the row got deleted, but not in the index 1 because we don't have all NaNs in our index 1. Now let's look at our data frame. Okay, now let's look at our data frame df. This time I would like to assign df of column 1 is equal to na, that means nan, because we are using nan as na. Okay, now if I execute df here, now I have got the column 1 with nan, right? Similarly, I can use some different parameters here. Let us use drop na method here again here, drop na method, and this time I would like to take on the column wise operation. For that I can just use axis parameter, pass an argument 1 because I'm going to consider column wise this time. So now we are going to drop, we could able to drop the column 1 because we just said axis is equal to 1. Now let's see what is there in our data frame again, df. Okay, so this time I would like to fill nan with zeros. For that I can just use df dot fill na method and just say and just pass 0 here. So we get all nans will be replaced by 0. Suppose if you would like to replace nans with some values, for that I will use df dot fill na. I'll just use the dictionary here. Let's say we have, let me just execute what is there in df so that I can just see it clearly. So in the column 0 I would like to replace nan with 15. Okay, I can just enter here column 0 column index 0 and like to replace with 15. Okay, and in the next column 1 I would like to replace all nans with 25, and in the next column 2 I would like to replace with 35. Let's see what we'll have here. See, we could able to replace the 0th column with 15 and column 1 with 25 and column 2 with 35. Okay, so now we have a df. Let us again use our df original data frame. So here in this case I would like to use another parameter. Let me just use the same thing here, df dot fill na. I would like to fill all the values with all the nans with 0, and I can simply do that in place is equal to true. We have this argument true here. Now let's see if I execute df. Now I could able to replace all zeros with nan here. Now let's take another data frame. Okay, let us take another data frame. Okay, df is equal to, we have again nan here in this data frame. So let us execute this data frame and let's see what we have here. So this time I would like to fill nan with the upper value. Suppose we have here 4. Okay, if I would like to fill the 4 here in the bottom, let's see what method I can use. Similarly I have 2 here, I can just fill 2 and 2 here. I have 5 here, I can fill 5 here. For that we will use a method called ffill. For that I can just use df dot fill na method is equal to, this is my parameter, and I will pass an argument called ffill. Now this time I'll get like this. So we have here 4 and 4 here in the bottom. 2 NNs got replaced by 2's and 1 NN got replaced by 5. Suppose if we would like to limit that to only specific value, then I can just use a limit parameter here and pass an argument 1, that so that I'll get a data frame like this. You can see it here. We could able to only replace one value. Here it is 4 and here it is 2. It is not going to execute further because we have just limited to 1. And further if you go, let's take another simple data set. Okay, let's take a series data set. Now let us execute this data. Now here I would like to replace NaN with mean. For that I can just use data dot fill NA method, okay, and simply use data dot mean so that I can replace my NaNs with the mean. Okay, now similarly let us take again for data frame. For data frame also we can just fill the same. Here I'd like to just copy and paste it here and use df instead of data. So I get here all NaNs got replaced by mean values. So this is it in this video. We'll see some more in our next upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.